So I know I'm about to introduce Mateo Manzanares, but I want to say a little something real quick about Cole. So we interviewed him last year for the scholarship, and he was a junior. And at the end of the interview process, he said, he said, "Do you have any questions?" And he said, "Yes. Is there anything that would stop you from giving me the scholarship today?" And we answered as a committee, "Yeah, you're a junior." And he said, "Well, I have an answer for you." And he killed it, right? So as a result, we're trying to change our rules and how early we can get these scholarships awarded so they can help a junior as they apply going forward. So anyway, and Cole wouldn't say this, and I'm going to talk about Mateo in a second too, has been before many of our fundraisers, has given talks, has gone above and beyond. But let's talk about Mateo. So I could be up here for about 45 minutes and talking about Mateo and all the amazing things he has done with First Tee and how much he has given to us. I know that as a board, and I've been on the board for a number of years now, I've watched him grow from, I think the first time I saw him was probably about 10 years old, to now an outstanding young man who is moving on to the next phase of his life in an impressive style, and I hope he'll tell you where he's going to school and what's happening. But he is got a scholarship to go to Denver Kent School down the street. He's killing it down there. He single-handedly dragged his brother to go to school down there and get a scholarship too. If he wants to explain that, I don't want to embarrass his brother about what he used to send pictures of. It was food to entice him to go to Kent. But his heart is really beyond imagination, and the depth of his giving and the depth of his character is just outstanding. And let me give you just one example. I was not there to witness it, but it is lore within the First Tee. We had a players club banquet and all these different teams, they play against each other, and Mateo is a excellent golfer, and he'll tell you a little bit about that later. He's going on a full ride to college for his golf skills. But at a young age, he was good at it, and he was winning through the First Tee through the program, and we have a big awards banquet, and we give them gift certificates and cards and things like that, so we amassed quite a little treasure trove of awards. But he had heard that we had lost one of our major sponsors for our First Tee events in our golf tournament. That's not something we like to talk about or like to tell anybody about. And he had somehow heard it. And when he got up to receive his awards, he donated all his winnings to the First Tee. It's a big deal. I wasn't even there and I'm upset. I'm so proud of you. It's just awesome. So he has gone above and beyond, has been to a ton of our open houses, mentors, has made lasting impressions on countless youth in the Denver area. Without further ado, Mateo Manzanares.
It's a time like this where I think back to Paula and her promise of any event, really. Keep it to 1 hour and we'll feed you. And we won't ask for money. So I think we're getting pretty close. I'll try to make this a little quick. Mr. O'Sullivan, I've known you, like you said, since I was about 10 years old. And I'm so happy and grateful that you are my title sponsor. There's just something really, really personal to that for me, as I've grown up in contact with you and your family. I knew in my heart that I would one day be up here, but that didn't stop me from giving everything I had to the organization. You know, there are a few programs that I haven't been a part of, but growing up, I was by no means a problem child. I have my parents to thank for that. They've raised, are raising 3 incredible young people. Still, this organization has impacted me for the better. I believe I will be the first alum from the First Tee of Denver to play Division I men's golf. When I told Paula and Coach this, they said statistically, it's like football players making it to the NFL. It's a huge accomplishment. And I know that whatever sport I compete in, whatever activity I do, whatever school I attend, I will get out of it what I put in. By applying myself to every opportunity with effort, I really have created a recipe for success. I will never forget my roots. One generation removed from the housing projects in 5 Points, Denver. I think back on that now and my experiences growing up, and now planning to attend a historically Black university. This will surely build my personality even more and challenge biases. Whatever I do, I will act ethically with integrity and humility. I really dream of helping the less fortunate by using my unique experiences and upbringing to find the best solutions. I will undoubtedly give back to my diverse community in Denver, Colorado. I'm going to a place that encourages students to seek greater meanings in all that they do and use their influence for the benefit of others. I have verbally committed to Hampton University in Virginia, and they have expressed their desire for me so much that on an official visit out there, the admissions counselors gathered and were able to come up with my merit scholarship award, which with the athletic scholarship pays for everything. So I'm excited. The academic challenge that I'm prepared for means that I will certainly learn how to be a more effective leader and virtuous member of society by furthering my knowledge in social sciences. My study of philosophies and Aristotle, Nicomachean ethics has clarified that it's a responsibility of mine to promote a just society because I see good in all people. I've always been curious about procedures and politics. Public policy really has an impact and offers a physical platform to enact change. But beyond that, I will need to call back on the network I've formed with the First State Denver and their donors and sponsors and partners. I can see myself working for other nonprofit youth development organizations just because I have witnessed the joy and just the fulfilling nature that service work does. I see it in Coach and Nick and Paula and all the full-time members of the staff. People are really inspired by experiences of role models, and anyone looking for inspiration would certainly be impacted by my experiences. For those of you who don't know, I have a prosthetic artificial hip, and when I was diagnosed with this hip disease when I was 6 years old, I didn't know what impacts it would have on my life. I now see it as like a barrier, a good barrier, something that really humbled me and slowed me down. I know I wouldn't be playing golf because I was already killing it in other sports, but just beyond that, having 4 surgeries before the age 13 and having to rely on my family to take care of me when I couldn't move, it's something that I'll remember and fully cherish. Following the hip replacement surgery in 2016, I devoted myself to playing golf at the collegiate level. A lot of workouts, a lot of learning on my own, and with a little help from coaches like Nick Johnson. And I realized that I only have one opportunity to play collegiate sports. The scholarship will be going to a proven student who will excel at a university in the same way I have excelled in high school. I realize I have so much to offer to a college classroom. My unique experiences render holistic contributions to difficult issues, and my passion for human rights equality, accompanied for my love of reading and writing. They work with my significant understandings of how the world could operate. You know, this is my third time on this podium. May it not be my last. You know, I will be back, because this is my home, and this is where my family is, and this is where my roots are. So, as I move forward, please keep a tab on my tournament play, social media, and also my younger siblings. I hope that they too take flight and learn to pursue clear aspirations. I pray their limits are boundless, as mine are, and that their journeys are not obstructed by anything. So thank you.
Thank you to all the Core Value Society members. It is as a result of you and your efforts and your donations that allow us to do the programming that allows us to build and work with these amazing young men and women. I also want to thank the board and for all their hard work, and of course, you know, you heard a few names here and there, Nick and Coach and things like that. But the staff of the First Tee is incredibly dedicated to really making Denver a better place and works our butts off to now help the greater Colorado area as well. I also want to thank the Scholarship Committee for all their hard work. And I want to finish on one last thought on Mateo, because it's kind of funny. It's when we were doing the interview at the end, he revealed to us that he had this full ride scholarship. I said, you know, if there's some money left over, can I give it back? I'm like, settle down, pal. You know, college is a little more expensive, you think. So anyway, just a final thought. So thanks everybody for coming. There might still be some, looks like there's still food and some cocktails and stuff like that. So thank you so much for all your support, and thanks again to all the great winners. You guys make us proud every single year, and you blow our doors off. Thank you so much.